vampires, warriors, and a dystopian future, Priest delivers relentless action, shocking twists, and unforgettable battles. Let's break it down. The movie kicks off with a high-stakes, heart-pounding mission. Priest, priestess, and Black Hat are deep inside the Solamira hive, a vampire stronghold. They're on a hunt, tracking down the bloodthirsty creatures, but things go south fast. The team is caught in an ambush, and in the chaos, Black Hat is captured by the vampires. Fast forward to the wastelands, an arid, desolate landscape where Owen Pace and his family live a hard, isolated life. The land is a barren, irradiated wasteland, and Owen dreams of a time when the radiation levels will lower enough to grow crops again. His daughter Lucy isn't as optimistic about their sheltered existence and feels trapped. One evening, disaster strikes. Vampires attack the farm. The night explodes into chaos. Owen is seriously injured, but the worst part comes when Shannon, Owen's wife, is killed and Lucy is kidnapped. Meanwhile, in Cathedral City, life has moved on, and the church controls everything. Priest walks through the crowded streets of this futuristic city where the church's influence is all-powerful. Messages from Monsignor Aurelius, the church's leader, are broadcasted everywhere, and faith is imposed on the people like a daily routine. But when Priest goes to confession, the priest's advice is nothing more than a recorded message. It's all a facade. Then, Sheriff Hicks approaches Priest with urgent news. Owen's family has been attacked, and Lucy is missing. Hicks urges Priest to help him track down the vampires who are responsible. Priest knows something's wrong, but the church won't allow him to go after vampires. After all, they've supposedly been defeated years ago. But Priest's conviction is unshakable. Disobeying the church, he breaks his vow and sets off to find Lucy and put an end to the vampire threat once and for all. Priest mounts his high-tech motorcycle and speeds through the wasteland. Hicks joins him on the journey, and together they reach Owen's farm. It's a grim sight. Owen is barely alive, but he insists that Priest must save his daughter and end the vampire threat. Priest's mission is now personal, but he knows it won't be easy. Priest and Hicks move out, heading to a vampire reservation. As they investigate, they find the guards are all dead and the hive is in ruins. They venture underground, and the tension builds as they navigate the vampire lair. The fight scene that follows is brutal. A familiar reveals that Lucy is being taken to the Solamira hive, the very place where Black Hat was captured. Back at the hive, Black Hat is revealed to have become something far worse, a human-vampire hybrid. After being transformed through the blood of the Queen, he's far stronger than Priest, making him an even greater threat. He now leads an army of vampires, and his motives are even darker than before. The stakes have never been higher. Priest and Hicks track down Priestess, who has been hunting vampires on her own. She's a fierce warrior, and together with Priest and Hicks, the trio faces down an enormous hive guardian. They manage to defeat the monstrous guardian. However, the victory is bittersweet. Black Hat's vampire army has already moved on to the town of Jericho, where destruction and death await. When the team arrives in Jericho, they find the town in ruins. The church's posse, sent to stop Black Hat, has been crucified and the town is deserted. Priest realizes that the vampires are headed for Cathedral City next, but there's an even bigger revelation. Lucy isn't just Owen's daughter, she's Priest's daughter too. This bombshell shakes Priest to his core, but it also drives him to fight harder than ever. Now, the mission is personal. The final showdown will be a race against time. The team prepares to face Black Hat's train, filled with vampires and heading straight for Cathedral City. The action ramps up to a fever pitch as Priest, Priestess, and Hicks split up to execute their plan. Priest and Hicks board the train, determined to stop Black Hat, while Priestess heads to the front of the train to plant explosives and derail it. Priest confronts Black Hat in a high-octane fight on top of the moving train. Meanwhile, Priestess engages in a thrilling motorcycle chase, fighting off familiars on their own bikes. On the train, Hicks battles his way through vampires, and finally rescues Lucy. But the fight isn't over. Priest is still pinned down by Black Hat, and the two engage in a desperate final battle. Priest frees himself using Priestess's special cross as a weapon, throwing it at Black Hat and dealing a critical blow. But the train is still on course. But there's a problem. The detonator for the explosives is destroyed, and the mission is thrown into jeopardy. With no other choice, Priestess makes a daring move. She drives her motorcycle straight into the train, causing a massive explosion that derails the whole operation. The ensuing blast obliterates the vampire army, and Lucy is saved, but the cost is high. As the dust settles, Priest returns to Cathedral City, holding a severed vampire head in his hand. He throws it down at the feet of Monsignor Aurelius, delivering a chilling message.
The war is over!
No, it's just beginning.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, hit subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss our next video. See you next time.